Alaska Airlines is long known for having an All Boeing fleet, and they're proud of that. They have text on the nose cone of all their 737s stating that they are a proud All Boeing fleet. But in 2016, they bought out Virgin America along with all their A320's. So, is Alaska shifting away from Boeing? Or are they preparing for a larger order to replace their current A320's? I'm Alexander from Travel with Alexander, and this is Alaska Airlines and the future of their A320's. This whole story begins back when Alaska acquired Horizon Air back in 1986. But since Horizon is now a completely different sector of the airline, we won't be going over this topic today. Some people may argue that this isn't fair due to the fact that Horizon now has Embraer and Bombardier aircraft. But once again, Alaska Horizon is a completely different sector of the company. This whole talk truly begins when Alaska spent a whopping $4 billion on buying out Virgin America, which at the time only had A320 family aircraft, including the A319, A320, and A321. Once the deal was final, Alaska took the airline and their planes into their custody. Soon after, the rebranding process began. Alaska painted every single A320 with the Alaska logo within the next 2 years. Alaska began flying these jets like any other, while keeping some Virgin America pilots and crew to help operate the aircraft. As time went by, Alaska announced that they would be phasing out their A320 planes by 2029, but start the process by this year. Around the same time, Alaska would also begin making deals with Boeing for 737 MAX aircraft. This, though, was in 2018, therefore before the MAX groundings. This, though, would not stay the same for long. Sadly for Alaska at the time, the MAX groundings were put in place just a year after, therefore making it so they couldn't get their first delivery until January 25th, 2020. The groundings were then lifted in November of 2020 and has so far received 13 of the aircraft and is expecting to receive more in following years. Buying the 737 MAX aircraft is to replace their A320 fleet, as they are wanting to stick true to what their aircraft say, proudly All Boeing. With 68 total orders of the MAX so far, this seems to be Alaska's big move towards the end of an Airbus era.